Hello, my name's Bob Willis and welcome to the Robotic Soldering Experience defect of the week. This week I wanted to talk about hole fill. Now most people on a plated through hole want to achieve a minimum standard, and those standards are defined typically in IPC 610, either level 1, level 2 or level 3. In reality, most people want to see a minimum of 75% fill. They want to be able to see some evidence of a solder fill visible. When we look at other standards, we want to achieve more than that, even though that's the minimum, and want to see evidence of solder fillet on the top side of the board, which is perfectly reasonable. Now, the reason that we don't have complete fill of a plated through hole may be thermal, i.e. we haven't allowed the soldering temperature within the plated through hole and on the component termination to achieve the right temperature. We may not be having the correct dwell time of the solder in contact in a liquid state, in contact with the pad and the pin within the plated through hole. We may have solderability or wettability problems with the surface finish in the plated through hole, and this may be caused by the incorrect selection of a finish for a particular application, or too long a time during the reflow soldering temperature profile, which obviously has an impact on certain finishes, typically tin and OSP. So when we try and achieve 100% fill, that's what we want to be able to see. Ideally, we need to consider the thermal demand of the joint. And this is obviously the pads, the thickness of the board, the plating in the plated through hole, and the number of inner layer connections. So let's say an example is we have one or two joints which have a high thermal demand, but everything else will solder fine. Well, one of the things we can do quite simply is go solder a number of terminations on the connector and then stop, jump over those two terminations that might be difficult to solder and continue with the rest of the connector. One of the benefits here is we're adding heat to the whole of the printed circuit board. So if you then jump back into those two positions which were more demanding in terms of a soldering operation, which you can really only do easily by manual soldering or robotic soldering easily, and then we can achieve a perfect joint. Of course, in high volume production, it's possible to preheat the whole of the assembly, just giving a small amount of heat into the whole of the board, which again would overcome thermal demand on a particular printed circuit board. So through-hole fill is important to meet customer requirements, but think about the thermal demand, the soldering temperature, the soldering operation, and the speed at which you need to process your boards.